Hello and welcome to the Schaefer Center on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University in a frigid Waxahachie. My name is Adam Ferguson, joined by my broadcast partner John Cookman. John, it's basketball season.
Yes, and I am so excited.
In store for you tonight is a doubleheader between the Southwestern Assemblies of God University Lady Lions and the Bacone Warriors. John, I couldn't hear you there for a second.
Yeah,
it's basketball season.
I'm really pumped up for this matchup. It's basketball season. That's what we kind of live for in the sports world in the winter time, and I've already got March Madness on my mind.
The Lady Lions will kick it off tonight against Bacone. The Lady Lions average start to the season so far, sitting at 6-6, and Bacone off to a very strong start. John, walk us through a little bit how Bacone has had the strong start they've had so far in the Sooner.
Well, one thing that they bring to the court, they have 6 dynamite players. They are very athletic, and what you will see tonight is a 100% of the time full court press. This is what I predict. It seems to be their mode of operation, but full court, line to line, full court press.
The Bacone Warriors, again, in Waxahachie tonight, going up against the Lady Lions. You talked to Coach Phillips earlier today, and she said her top 8 players this season almost interchangeable as far as who starts a game. And you
That's
said
right.
we may see 3 freshmen starting tonight. Now, this is a young team, but 3 freshmen starting in conference play, that's something you don't see often.
Very possible. The starting lineup was not revealed to us as of yet. We'll see that soon, but she does have a lot of confidence in some of her new players, the freshmen. This is a very young SAGU Lady Lions team. And last year, I think, was the same. They were even younger, but this year, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores that you will see on the court tonight. And the one thing that you get is usually a lot of turnovers. She said that they're making headway, really cutting down the turnovers, and which is only going to propel them to more wins. And we'll see if they can limit the turnovers tonight, they're sure to walk away with a win.
A couple of these young players that you've mentioned for the Lady Lions. Let's start with the player you see on your screen right now, Lexi Rich, who's a sophomore, shooting the lights out on the season, shooting almost 47% from 3. We know she likes that 3 ball, and she is number 4 in the nation in 3-pointers made per game, just above 3 a game.
Yeah, she is very hot, has the hot hand right now, especially over the last couple of games, shown that she is going to be a formidable threat from long distance, as well as Kenzie Martin.
Kenzie Martin comes in as a transfer junior. She is one of the veteran leaders on this team. She is a little taller, plays like a guard, but she's one of the taller players on this Tiffany Phillips-led team. And, of course, the Lady Lions welcome back Dottie Diggles, who last year redshirted with an injury. So she comes in as a redshirt junior, and she looks as athletic and crisp as ever.
Yeah, she is very fast. Kind of filling the role of last year's center Charity Page, who was just an all-star on the Lady Lions team. Dottie Diggles has some big shoes to fill, but Dottie Diggles does bring a little more speed to the game, and she can, as we saw 2 years ago, that mid-range jumper she can make work, and I expect that they would do a lot of high to low roll, pick and roll type plays featuring her to get a good 7 to 10 foot jumper.
That pick and roll offense and the kind of scheme they want to run for this Lady Lions, it does open up the 3 ball. And another thing that Tiffany Phillips, at least this year, Coach Phillips likes, is that 3 ball. We can expect to see a lot of 3-point attempts tonight from the Lady Lions.
Absolutely.
As we get set to send you courtside.
One thing that you will see in the Bacone, the Lady Warriors, that full court press will lead to a lot of steals for them, and therefore that is why they are number 3 in the nation in steals per game at 15 steals a game, Adam.
Gotta be
15.
careful. Gotta be careful. This Lady Lions team cannot turn the ball over.
Against a young team, that's going to be advantage Bacone Warriors. We're going to see what can the Lady Lions do tonight. They've been working on it for the last few days. Coach Phillips is really keyed on keeping possession and breaking the press.
We're going to throw you down courtside for the announcement of the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. The Lady Lions versus the Warriors right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, those bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, yeah, o'er the land of the free and the home of brave.
And now the starting lineups for the Warriors. At forward, junior number 2, Jakira Drummer. At guard, senior number 5, Sierra Miles. At forward, junior number 21, Samantha Jackson. At guard, sophomore number 23, Juanita Dotson. And at forward, junior number 32, Alyssa Springs. Head coach for the Warriors is Josh Nichols. And now, the starting lineups for your SAGU Lady Lions. At guard, freshman number 1, Kiara Glenn. At guard, senior number 14, Ebony Colbert. At guard, sophomore number 20, Lexi Rich. At forward, junior number 24, Mackenzie Martin. And at forward, junior number 32, Dottie Diggles. Head coach for Lady Lions is Tiffany Phillips. Assistant coach is Taylor Hill. And graduate assistant coach is Charity Page.
And there you have it, the starting lineups for the Lady Lions and the Bacone Lady Warriors. Coach Phillips coming out starting one freshman tonight, as long as in Kiara Glenn, who is the second leading scorer on the team. Alongside Glenn, we have Ebony Colbert, seasoned veteran Ebony Colbert, Dottie Diggles, Lexi Rich, And of course, the aforementioned Mackenzie Martin in the game to start for the Lady Lions as we get set for tip-off here, John. So far on the season, the Lady Lions, I mentioned it quickly before we started with our pregame matchup. The Lady Lions average play so far this season, sitting at 6-6 to start the year. Again, facing a tough Bacone Warriors team who sits near the top of the standings.
Well, this should be a fun game to watch because you will see a lot of movement, a lot of pace to this game, and not a whole lot of half-court offense. This may be one of the few half-court setups that you see. Lot of points off of turnovers for the Warriors.
Missed layup that time for Samantha Jackson, leading scorer for Bacone. And here you see the full court defense. The Lady Lions try to break it. We have a whistle against the Lady Lions.
It's a very interesting setup because a lot of times you see the full court press implemented after a make. Very hard to set up, but that 55 style full court. So it's just basically all-out man-to-man. Wherever your man goes, that's where you go. And you'll see the Warriors use that set on missed shots.
And there we see the pick-and-roll offense being utilized by Bacone, but the Lady Lions force a turnover. Here comes Colbert kicking it out to Glenn. Glenn gets it swatted away out to Mackenzie Martin, and she cannot convert. Had a wide open, a good look for the first three of the game for the Lady Lions. Possession remains here.
Last tipped by the Lady Warriors.
Lexi Rich to inbound. Looking for Glenn is going to find Colbert, but we're going to get a 5-second violation on Lexi Rich. Just could not find anybody on the inbounds pass. And John, this is not the start you want for the Lady Lions.
Well, it's as long as you keep the Warriors from scoring, I guess you're just kind of getting your legs under you and getting into a flow of a game. This is going to be a tough. Yet another miss.
Samantha Jackson, she made a good move there. Dottie Diggles with the defense, however. And here we see the full court defense off of a miss. But Ebony Colbert breaks it, and the ball gets tipped on the pass. Was looking for Mackenzie Martin in the corner. Again, Martin stands at 6'2", one of the tallest players on this team, but loves to shoot the three. Here is Colbert now driving into the paint, gets the shot up, no good, no foul. Good defense by Bacone. Here they come in transition, and a good pass up ahead, cannot convert. Second chance, no good. Lexi Rich comes down with it.
And 5 misses by the Lady Warriors already. Having good opportunities, just not converting.
And there is the mid-range jumper by Dottie Diggles. You mentioned that in pregame. Thought she was going to cut to the basket. She elected to hang back. But when that shot is as good as it is from Diggles' hand, that's going to be just fine for Coach Joe. I'm sure she's okay.
And that is a much-needed tool in the tool bag to have that 10-foot jumper by your big man.
Another turnover from Bacone, and they set up in this full-court defense. Colbert looking for Rich, gets it back, thankfully for the Lady Lions. Here's Lexi looking over for Martin. Second three-point attempt of the game, and it is off. And here comes Bacone. Sierra Miles in transition. Makes a move, a good move to the basket, up and in, past Ebony Colbert. And Bacone finally, almost 3 minutes into the game, has their first bucket here in the first quarter.
Yes, and you know that's going to come if you can at all, as the Lady Lions defense, just manage some of those points off of steals. You're going to be in good shape. So they're one for 7. The Lady Warriors are as of right now, doing a good job with the defense, but also the Lady Lions doing a good job breaking it the last 2 times.
They've had a couple good looks under the basket, but again, like you said, the Lady Lions are doing a good job of
big steal.
Absolutely, Bacone, what they're known for. Again, 15 steals a game, pass up ahead, broken up by Lexi Rich. It's going to stay with the Warriors. But Bacone's had a couple of good looks at the basket, but the Lady Lions have done a good job of recovering on defense and making sure at least that these looks are going to be contested. And so far, Bacone, again, shooting poorly. to start this game, but they've got possession after that steal here. Checking into the game for the first time is Bella Remindi, wearing number 11 for the Lady Warriors. And a near turnover for the Lady Lions. Here's a mid-range jump shot with the shot clock winding down. Rebound by Dottie Diggles. She's going to get fouled on the rebound. They're going to call that on Sierra Miles.
And that's what they need from Dottie Diggles tonight. A lot of defensive rebounds, box out, and just you're one of the biggest players on the court, if not the biggest player on the court. Just do your job, get those rebounds, keep the second chance opportunities away from Bacone.
Good move by Lexi Rich. She cannot convert on the layup. Kiara Glenn doing a good job of breaking past her defender, getting that pass ahead to Rich. Good spin move from Jackson, but that foul is going to be called, travel on Samantha Jackson as she was posted up against Dottie Diggles. Too much of a gather there for the Bacone. Here is that full court trap, and the SAGU is going to turn it over, but Sierra Miles cannot convert the layup. Dishes it off to Jackson, and Bacone now has a lead, 4-2, and then of course they're going to stick in this full court defense. Glenn trying to break it, finds Lexi Rich all the way, fake pass, layup up and in, scoop layup from Lexi Rich. Missed it on the last possession for the Lady Lions. This time is able to convert. Tie it back up at 4-apiece here in the first quarter. Driving in against Martin, no room. And Bacone turns it over. Here's Glenn looking for Colbert. Colbert gets it swatted, but a foul called. Sierra Miles in perfect position. Looked like she had herself an easy block. But that's going to be the second foul here in the first quarter on Sierra Miles. Now she's got to be careful from here on out. Here you see Miles, they say maybe she got a hand on Colbert's hand as she went up for the layup. Regardless, here's Colbert. First free throw is no good from Ebony Colbert. The lone senior on this very young and talented SAGU Lady Lions basketball team. Colbert's second attempt is up and it's good. And a substitution now for Bacone. See Brittany Edwards checking in the game for Sierra Miles, who did just pick up her second foul. Kicking it out to the newly entered Brittany Edwards. Jackson driving in on Diggles. Diggles gets herself a block, but Jackson was able to bring it back in on the second attempt and get it to go up and in. Bacone's got a 6-5 lead. Lexi Rich takes that inbound pass, gets it back to Ebony Colbert. Colbert looking for some way to break this full court press. She does. Gets it out to Glenn for Martin in the corner. Contested three is good.
Big time.
Martin finally hits one. Her third three-point attempt of the day here in the first quarter.
And I think you ask most coaches, they'll take 33%.
We know what shot she likes, and that is the three ball. And another steal for the Lady Lions. Here is Glenn finding her way around the defenders, and she converts. A good job for Glenn to keep it under control, splits the double team for a second, and then goes around the defender on the right and is able to scoop it up and in. 10-6 now, the Lady Lions. Here is Edwards, guarded by Glenn. Three-point attempt now for Bacone. Banks it in. Bella Remindi from the elbow is able to bank it in from the angle. Not sure she called it, but we're going to count it anyway. Here is Ebony Colbert, and she's going to get fouled by Alyssa Springs as she tried to break past that tough full-court press. Just like that, Bacone has 4 fouls here in the first quarter. Lexi Rich inbounds it to Kiara Glenn. Glenn gets past her defender and brings it back out over to Colbert. Colbert finds Diggles. Back out to Lexi Rich. Back to Colbert. Colbert thought about it for a second, gets it down to Diggles. This is where you want her. Here's the mid-range jumper off the side of the backboard. Lexi Rich, as she tried to save it, foot on the line, out of bounds, Bacone ball.
Looked like Dottie Diggles just kind of left the play, a little frustrated with her shot attempt there, and backed out of the play. Didn't give Lexi Rich any support there. Dottie's got to stay aware the whole game, got to be in the whole game, or she'll find herself quickly on the bench, because Coach Phillips not afraid to go to that bench. She's got 3, 4, 5 good players on the bench that she can make replacements with.
Checking into the game for SAGU, number 30, Ava Atunwa. She comes in for Dottie Diggles, who just picked up a foul. Here is Bella Remindi. Banked in that 3 for Bacone, which cut the SAGU lead, and then she hit those 2 free throws for Bacone, giving the Lady Warriors the lead. Edwards looking in the corner. We're going to get a whistle.
And that's 3. They're going to count it. A little bit of a cheap foul there.
Ebony Colbert gets called for the foul as the 3-point attempt goes up.
And we'll see.
Colbert, you see there towards the top of your screen, running into the back.
And that was an off-the-ball foul.
Jakira,
wow.
The foul on Jakira Drummer, the 3-point attempt, good.
If anything, I think you could draw a conclusion of that was a moving pick. I mean, she's just going through. It's an inadvertent pick, so I think that's why the referees didn't call it like that. But still, you let the play go. No foul to the shooter.
So Bacone keeps possession here after the 3-point attempt is up and good by Jessica Rosas.
And that was because it was an off-the-ball foul.
Jackson trying to post up the newly entered Atunwa. And here is Colbert again trying to get past Jackson. Finds Lexi Rich. Here is Rich in the corner for Martin. Another 3-ball up and good. Hits her 2nd of the game.
Big time. And a little story on Kenzie Martin there is she actually outshot the men's 3-point shooter in the Midnight Madness 3-point contest.
Here's Kiara Glenn for 3, no good. Mackenzie Martin trying to get the offensive rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds off Martin. And Kiara Glenn trying to show the range. SAGU within 1 here. Just under 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Remindi looking out to her left. Finds Edwards. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Ebony Colbert as she brings it up. And Bacone backs off here, looking to do a little bit of this half-court defense.
Well, they're just in what they call a 55. That's a full court. Great move.
Ava Atunwa enters the game and gets herself an and 1 attempt here off the foul.
That's as relaxed as you'll see the Bacone Lady Warriors in their press. Technically, I guess not a press, but a full court man-to-man situation. And that happens a lot of times off of one of their misses.
Atunwa converts the and 1 opportunity. SAGU now back up 16-14. And here's Edwards, gets her defender in the air, and Glenn sets her feet and shoots and converts. Brittany Edwards.
You don't care as a coach how it goes in when it goes in, but that took a long time to get out of her hands.
Martin finds Atunwa down low, and she converts again. Good pass from Martin. Able to find the cutting Ava Atunwa, and SAGU goes back up 1, 18-17. Edwards now guarded by Glenn. Trying to find some help. She finds somebody to cutting. Bounce pass down low. Nothing happening. Good defense by Martin. Lady Lions, so far a good defensive possession here. Lexi Rich now out on Remindi, and she gets herself a block. That looked like it was just going to kind of get heaved up. But Lexi Rich with good defense now. And not pretty offense there for the Lady Lions. They had it in transition. Couldn't convert. And here they go again. The Lady Lions have a second chance here. It is 3-on-3. Bounce pass to Glenn. Can she convert the fast break opportunity? She can. Taking the pass from Lexi Rich.
Fantastic pass by Lexi Rich, and that's one thing we've seen improvement on is Lexi's ability to survey the court in a fast offense like that.
Terry Baker, the lefty, can't hit the shot. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicking it back out, and it looks like they're going to try to settle for the last shot here. Ramindi, guarded by Rich, cutting in the teardrop, no good. The Lady Lions have it with 5 seconds. Here's Lexi Rich, gets it past half court. She's going to have to get it up for 3, no good. Lexi Rich looking for a foul there.
Got to look at it. She got a pretty clean look at it, even though she's claiming she got hit. You're not going to see a referee call, not at least in the first quarter, a buzzer
beater foul.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see that many times. But Lexi Rich, the Lady Lions, leading after the first quarter, 20-17. And after a slow start, they really kind of opened up the scoring there. It looked like it was going to be a defensive struggle, but now it seems like nobody can stop anybody.
That's right, and this is good signs for Coach Phillips and her team to come out with a 20, putting up a 20 in the first quarter. So if they can hold to that, they're going to be well over their game average, which is just 68 points per game. So that puts them about 12 points over, and they're going to need that, because if the Bacone Warriors stay within their average is right there at the 79-point mark. So if you get 80, then you hold Bacone to their average or less, you got to win.
And there we show you some other Sooner Athletic Conference action tonight. MAC-U trailing OPSU 20-13 as they've just started the second quarter.
They're playing that game over in the Panhandle.
I wonder how it's cold here. It's cold here. I wonder how cold it is up there in the Panhandle.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, we're predicted a little bit of wintry weather, but they get a lot up there.
They're used to it. As we come out of the timeout here between the quarters, again, the Lady Lions leading 20-17. Leading a scorer so far in the game, Mackenzie Martin off 2 3-pointers, and Ava Atunwa, who checked into the game about 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter, getting an and one opportunity, converting, and then another nice open layup. And she's got herself 5 quick points. And we see her remain in the game.
You'll see Bacone struggle a little bit in this half-court set. They run it all out front and try to see if something will open up. As you see, they leave the paint wide open most of the time, and they're trying to hit a cutter towards the basket. But if you play good defense and you play, ball defense away from the ball, then you're going to thwart that, and it's going to be tough to get a good half-court set.
Kiara Glenn cutting hard to the basket, dishing it off in the last second to Atunwa. Could not convert off the good dime from Glenn. And Bacone now in transition. Brittany Edwards thought about it, but there is Atunwa standing at 6 foot is Atunwa, one of the taller players for the Lady Lions. Here is Lexi Rich in transition. Kiara Glenn from 3 now. Banks it in. Kiara Glenn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the banks stay open late in Waxahachie.
Glenn giving the Lady Lions a 23-17 lead, the biggest lead of the night for either team. In the corner, looked to maybe set up a 3, but a bad pass did not allow it. Whistle ball off the Lady Lions. Bacone keeps possession with about 15 left on the shot clock. Here is Courtney Cleveland, kicks it out to Rosas. Here is Terry Baker looking inside again for Courtney Cleveland. And we're gonna get a foul on Mackenzie Martin. And that'll reset the shot clock and give Bacone a little more time to work something here. You can see them wanting to get this offense where they cut to the basket and dish it off close. You can see them wanting to set it up here. The Lady Lions doing a good job of denying it so far here in the second quarter. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound by Atunwa. And here come the Lady Lions. Can they extend this lead here in the second quarter? Here's Colbert. Colbert to her right, looking to use this pick from Tunwa. In the corners, Lexi Rich. We know what she likes to do. Lexi Rich up, and it's good. Lexi Rich's first three-point made of the night. Just 2.5 more till she reaches her per-game average.
And that was great recognition by Colbert there to see Lexi in the corner. She actually looked that off to draw the defender up. They tried the trap and left Lexi Rich wide open in the corner. And I can tell you more times than not, Miss Rich will make you pay a dear price if you leave her alone.
Tunwa going for the rebound, could not haul it in, goes off her hands. Entering the game for the Lady Lions, number 23, Sydney Meter, one of these fantastic freshmen for Coach Phillips and this young Lady Lions team. Bacone looking to set up some offense, and here she is. She gets herself a steal, and now in transition, looking for Rich to her left.
Bacone just not taking care of the ball.
A long three attempt is good by number 15, Jessica Rosa. She pulled up with confidence. About 3 or 4 feet beyond the three-point line.
And it was good. It would have been blocked if she was any closer.
Here's Rich kicking it out for Martin. Mackenzie Martin for 3, and it's good. Her third of the game. Kenzie Martin. Now, I believe 3 of 6 from the three-point line.
I'll take 50% from the three-point line all day.
Absolutely. Kenzie Martin giving the Lady Lions a 9-point lead here in the second quarter. Kiara Glenn reading that perfectly as she tries to get past this full-court defense. Kicks it out over to Martin again from the NAIA logo. No good. Strong on that one, actually, from Martin. Confident shooter.
Yeah, well, at 6'2", she's looking over everybody, so she's got good sight lines. Missed the bunny there.
This time she converts. That would have been very deflating for Bacone and Sierra Miles if they could not convert that possession. A wide open layup that she missed.
Well, that was great hustle and effort by Miles to stay in there, not get discouraged by the miss, because it looked like it hit the bottom of the net and then somehow popped out.
Substitutions for Bacone, as we see a couple of new names enter the game. Imani Guillory in the game for Bacone. And of course, Sierra Miles with her 2 fouls back into the game. Jump shot from Juanita Dotson, no good, missed badly. We're gonna get a jump ball here. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Lions, so they will get possession.
Great to see the players on the court really hustling, going after the ball. Bacone is definitely a very talented team athletically, and good to see the Lady Lions putting up that same type of hustle effort. Coach Phillips got to be proud.
Here come the Lady Lions now, a 7-point lead, 29-22. As we approach the 6-minute mark in the second quarter, and Meter is going to get called for a travel.
Yeah.
She got trapped there. That's where you don't want to be.
And that's what Bacone does so well. And the Lady Lions so far have done a great job breaking the press.
Sydney Meter steps off the court. She came up a little slow. Let's see if she's all right. Good move down low from Samantha Jackson. And she backed down the newly entered Alyssa Wells, another freshman for Coach Phillips. Pass up ahead to Martin. And they're going to call a backcourt violation.
I disagree with that call.
If you're in the air, it's...
Well, there's a plane there, and that plane goes vertical, but it did not cross the plane.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah. The whole ball has to actually cross the plane.
Good defense down low by Lexi Rich and Alyssa Wells. And here come the Lady Lions again now with a 5-point lead. Bacone doing a good job of getting some stops here to kind of chip into that lead. Lexi Rich with a quick pull-up 3, no good. And here come the Lady Warriors. Sierra Wells, good move, gets past Rich, and she gets killed down low. Lexi Rich going for a block. I believe they're going to call this on Rich. Oh no, they're going to call it on Kiara Glenn as they kind of met Sierra Wells down low.
Could have gone either way there.
And here is Wells. First of 2 opportunities for the fantastic Bacone Sierra Miles, the fantastic senior. She makes the first one. Here's the second one on the way. And it is up and good. And the Lady Warriors pull within 3 here as we see Dottie Diggle step back onto the court and Alyssa Wells step off. Coach Phillips getting her center back in the game. She wants that big body down low as Bacone has been attacking the paint here in the latter half of the second quarter. Colbert finds Rich up ahead. Down low to Diggles. There's that mid-range jumper. No good. Lexi Rich
Love the play.
Martin swings it out to Colbert. Colbert pump fakes, then drives. Shot is up. No good, but a foul. Ebony Colbert's going to go to the line. The Lady Lions displaying good passes on that possession.
Well, it was exciting to see Lexi Rich crash the board there, and not only crash but get good position, put a body, get a box out, get the rebound, and make a good decision to throw the ball back out.
First of 2 from Colbert is good. And the Lady Lions lead back out to 4. The second one is good as well. Lead now 5 for SAGU as the Bacone Lady Warriors come down. Bella Remindi kicks it out. Samantha Jackson gathers, can't convert the floater. Here's Glenn, spins around the defender. Glenn so fast, looking for Rich outside, but was triple teamed, could not get the pass off. Here's Remindi. Down to Jackson, a good dish off, can't convert, but the foul called on Dottie Diggles. They're going to call it on
Dottie Diggles, I believe.
Dottie Diggles is going to be called for the foul, her second of the game. And that was a good dish by Samantha Jackson.
and really not a whole lot of contact there by Diggles. She came up obviously a little upset with that call and looked justifiably so.
Jakira Drummer on the line for Bacone misses the first one, and second one is good, cutting that lead back down to 4. Colbert looking for an option, looking for Rich, and fortunately for the Lady Lions, that one just knocked out of bounds. It could have been easily stolen. Rich now to inbound the ball. Looking for Glenn. Glenn up ahead. She's going to have some room to run here. Here is Glenn going hard to the paint. Stops and kicks it out to Diggles. Here is Lexi Rich for 3. No good. And a rebound brought down by Drummer. Up ahead is Drummer.
Wow.
Splits the defense and converts the layup and makes this a 2-point game. And Coach Phillips calling a timeout. The Lady Lions had a 9-point lead, but it has been cut to 2.
This is a good timeout call by Coach Phillips, just to settle the players and remind them that this is a very talented Bacone Warriors team, and they are quick, and they can get back in. 9 points is not a whole lot for them because they're so quick and so athletic, and they will turn up the volume on defense in that pressing style, in that full court style of defense, that you get a couple steals, you can make up 4 or 6 points just within 10 seconds.
Absolutely. Again, the Bacone Warriors sit at 9-4 on the season, 2-3 in conference. The Lady Lions 6-6, 3-3 in conference, split evenly down the board. Glenn gets it up ahead to Colbert. Colbert's going to get fouled by Jakira Drummer. But Bacone has a good start to the season, has kind of struggled a little bit here in conference play to start the season, but so have the Lady Lions. So either way, this win for either one of these squads is going to be huge.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you're in that time of season where every one of these games are leading to positioning in the postseason tournament.
Pass up ahead to Samantha Jackson. And Lexi Rich brings in the rebound. Samantha Jackson just cannot find the bottom of the net right now. A lot of good looks for Jackson. Here is Martin for 3. No good. Short this time as Drummer pulls in the rebound. And you saw our referee eyeing that sideline, making sure she didn't step out of bounds. It was close. but Bacone still down
I think
2.
she even looked down to make sure it was so close.
No look pass to Remindi. A good job by Jackson to get that all the way over there. Here's Remindi, the floater no good. And the Lady Lions can't get the rebound. Lexi Rich from behind with that block. And the Bacone Warriors are gonna keep possession here. See, Lexi Rich got that right hand up just in time to block that shot. Bacone inbounds. Here is Jackson. That's going to be an offensive foul. You saw her extend that left arm against Dottie Diggles as she tried to back her down. And that's an easy call. It happened right in front of the referee. Kind of threw a little bit of a stiff arm.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think they were looking at the elbow on that.
SAGU, Ebony Colbert gets trapped, and fortunately for the Lady Lions, that ball goes off Bacone. Rich looking up ahead for Kiara Glenn, can't find her. Remindi looking for a teammate, a little bit of miscommunication there between Remindi and Rosas. Dottie Diggles with the block, isolated Diggles down low, actually up at the top of the key, and doing a good job standing her ground and getting that block. Here's Colbert now. Colbert gets around a defender down low, gets the layup, no good. And it looks a little bit like the start of the game. Nobody can score right now, John.
And they called the travel. Not so sure that was a travel. She takes 1, 2, 1. Yeah, she kept her pivot foot on the ground, so it looked awkward. And a quick whistle, if you were anticipating it to be a travel, I can understand why he blew the whistle, but she did hold that pivot foot.
Taylor Sims checks into the game. Glenn shoots a 3, no good. Sims gets the rebound, elects to not go back up with it, kicks it out to Diggles. Diggles will shoot it, and it gets blocked. And here comes Bacone. Still, nobody has scored out of that timeout by SAGU with about 2:20 left to play here in quarter number 2. Here is Jackson looking to get past Diggles. Diggles doing a good job.
Wow.
And Jackson, a good move to launch herself ahead and get past Diggles. Tie this game up at 31 apiece.
Sheer athleticism there, just taking her one-on-one.
Barton doing a good job of collecting her feet, and she blows the layup. Wide open opportunity. And you know she's not happy with herself after missing that one. Here is Jackson, loses possession, and it's going to go to the Lady Lions. But Kenzie Martin down low, gets a defender past her, and just misses the layup.
Yep, it just did not give a good, strong effort there.
Lexi Rich to inbound it, looking for Taylor Sims, and a foul called on Bacone. They're going to call it on Bella Remindi as she was guarding Taylor Sims.
Just a little hold there.
And you can see get that right arm of Sims. Here is Sims. Can provide a big spark off the bench we saw last season. Dottie Diggles with the turnaround is good. He gets the friendly roll off the rim. And Dottie Diggles gives the Lady Lions their lead right back, 33-31. 3-point attempt here for Bacone, no good. And the Lady Lions can't come down with the rebound, but there's going to be a foul on Bacone. Courtney Cleveland called for the foul.
That was good effort to follow up the shot there. Just got a little too aggressive trying to get to the ball and just plowed through the player in front of her and gets appointed with a foul.
Kenzie Martin to the line for 2 shots as the Lady Lions are in the bonus. Bacone with 5 fouls in the quarter. Kenzie Martin with 3 3-pointers on the night, 9 points, looking for her 10th here. It's up and it's no good. And Kenzie Martin missing the layup and now missing 2 free throws. Remindi gets it over to Rosas. Out to Edwards, saw her hit a big 3 in the first quarter. Down low, looking for Cleveland. Cleveland gets it stripped. Ebony Colbert comes up with it, and now the Lady Lions in transition. Looking for Rich. Rich from about the foul line is up, and it's good.
Converts. Rich is actually responsible for that steal, that turnover there. She got her hand in the cookie jar, no whistle, created the steal, and then gets the ball back with a 2.
And now she's going to get called for the foul. Looks like she had pretty good position there. She doesn't agree with the foul, but it's going to be on Lexi Rich and Jessica Rosas to the line. Rich going for the strip there on the driving Rosas and just gets called for the foul this time. Not last time, but this time. Rosas' first shot up and good.
And maybe got that one pretty clean.
I guess it evens out at this point.
Yeah.
Rosas makes the first free throw, cutting the SAGU lead to 3. Looking to convert the second one, and she does. Now a 2-point game between the Lady Lions and the Warriors. Here's Taylor Sims, guarded by Rosas. Up ahead, looking for Matunwa, over to Diggles, the two big men working together, and she's fouled. Dottie Diggles taking the pass from Matunwa.
And Diggles has got to just trust her game there. She took a little too much time with that extra dribble. Just go, just like you do in practice, catch the ball, 1-2, left hand up, and convert.
Diggles' first attempt is up, no good, misses badly. And here you see Diggles had an opportunity, gathered, tried to pump, but she draws the foul. I think you're right, John. If she goes up there from the get-go, that's an easy layup for Diggles.
Yeah, in those situations, you just got to kind of trust your training.
Diggles misses both free throws. That's 4 in a row now. The Lady Lions have missed from the line. Something they need to improve on here in the second half. Long three-point attempt up, and it was strong. Taylor Osborne enters the game and tries to make a splash. Taylor Sims loses it. We're going to get a jump ball. It's going to go to the Lady Lions.
Channeling her inner Seth Curry out there with a 37-footer.
Seth or Steph?
Well,
either one, I guess.
Seth Curry is with the Mavericks here, so
local, I guess.
I stay with the local guys. I mean, they both shoot very deep. I don't take your pick.
Diggles down low, backs down to the defender, gets another foul called on her. It's going to be Courtney Cleveland this time who committed the foul. Here's Diggles back to the line again, where the Lady Lions have missed 4 in a row. Diggles looks to snap that streak. Almost converted there. Had a good look at it. First shot is up and it's good. And the Lady Lions back out to a 3-point lead. And here is Diggles for her second attempt. Gives SAGU a 4-point lead with under 20 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And it's up and good. And we will see Diggles come off the court for number 12, Corridia Midu. Corriday, I'm sorry, 6'2".
Amedu.
6'2", Corriday Midu. Bacone can hold for the last shot here. Here's Edwards looking for Osborne. We saw Osborne take that long 3. Cutting to the basket, steps back up and no good. 1 second on the clock. And not going to get a shot off as she tumbles. The Lady Lions go into the second, head into halftime rather, up 37-33. You got to feel, if you're Bacone, you got to feel like that quarter's a win. You were down 9.
Yep.
Cut it to, well, they tied it up for a moment, but now they're only down 4 heading into the second half. Some good defense being played there in quarter number 2, especially in that second half.
Yeah, two sides of the coin there. Bacone goes in with a little momentum, a little boost there because they cut the lead. They actually won the quarter. And then the Lions go in because they know that Bacone is no cakewalk and that their athleticism is greater than their own athleticism, but they just got to be smarter and play harder, play smarter about how they approach the game in not turning the ball over with this very talented and physical full court press.
And you could speak the same on the Lady Lions side. A couple of turnovers due to that full court press there in the second quarter. Got to see how Coach Phillips goes into halftime and adjusts for the second half to see what they can do to break that full court press. But don't go anywhere. We're going to have the second half coming your way right here live on the SAGU Sports Network.